Porsche has been testing prototypes for an electrified version of the updated 911 Turbo for a couple of years, but this is the first time we've seen prototypes for an electrified version of the base Carrera. The giveaway is the yellow sticker on the windshields, a requirement for testing electrified cars in Germany, where this prototype was snapped. Porsche CEO Oliver Blume confirmed last year that an electrified 911 is coming. He said it will be a hybrid along the lines of the former 919 hybrid LMP1 race car, and not a plug-in hybrid like the 918 Spider hypercar. This means there won't be a plug, and any electric motor generators will purely be used to support the internal combustion engine and recover energy under braking. Porsche is preparing an updated version of the 911 sports car that will be designated 992.2. Along with a new hybrid system, it will also feature a new 3.6-liter engine for certain models. Expect to see the 992.2 arrive within the next 6 months, going on sale as a 2025 model. The revised Porsche 911, out early next summer as a 2025 model, will boast restyled front and rear ends, an updated cockpit, and a few detail changes including 48-volt hybrid systems for the engine lineup. But in terms of headline breakthrough material for this 992.2 model, nothing beats the new THEV hybrid system coming a bit later, which will move the iconic sports car a big step closer towards electrification. While Porsche has not confirmed any details on the hybrid yet, 2 dealers we spoke to independently acknowledged the project's existence, but claimed that deliveries would not begin before calendar year 2025. Unlike the Ferrari 296 GTB and McLaren Artura plug-in hybrids, the Porsche unit is meant to be charged on the fly and can't be plugged in. The electric motor is capable of generating an extra 80 to 90 horsepower and is fed by a high-performance Varta battery with a capacity of around 2.0 kilowatt-hours. The software for the fast charging and discharging Porsche 400-volt system inspired by the KERS technology used in F1 was allegedly co-developed with Rimac. Porsche holds a 45% minority interest in Rimac. The jointly conceived THEV system fuses 2 electrical elements. According to the supplier, the integrated starter generator creates an on-demand instant boost effect and drives the auxiliary equipment. The heart of the THEV system is a small battery which powers the compact electric drive unit. It is constantly charged both by the combustion engine and the kinetic energy generated under braking. For complexity reasons, a manual gearbox is not an option, sources say. The complete THEV module is claimed to weigh no more than 55 pounds. The engine in question is apparently a modified twin-turbo 3.0-liter flat-6 rated at 395 horsepower and 347 pound-feet of torque. Assuming the electric motor contributes about 84 horsepower and 129 pound-feet to the action, the combined output should be around 478 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. Apparently there is also an even punchier 528 HP version in the works that would plug the gap between the beefed-up future 911 GTS and the next 911 Turbo. According to the Weissach grapevine, the top-of-the-line 800-plus HP GT2 RS due in 2026 will also use a hybrid setup distribution. The heart of the THEV system is a small battery which powers the compact electric drive unit. It is constantly charged both by the combustion engine and the kinetic energy generated under braking. For complexity reasons, a manual gearbox is not an option, sources say. The complete THEV module is claimed to weigh no more than 55 pounds. The engine in question is apparently a modified twin-turbo 3.0-liter flat-6 rated at 395 horsepower and 347 pound-feet of torque. Assuming the electric motor contributes about 84 horsepower and 129 pound-feet to the action, the combined output should be around 478 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. Apparently there is also an even punchier 528 HP version in the works that would plug the gap between the beefed-up future 911 GTS and the next 911 Turbo. According to the Weissach grapevine, the top-of-the-line 800-plus HP GT2 RS due in 2026 will also use a hybrid setup. New engines for GTS and Turbo. According to several internal and external documents, the rest of the lineup will also undergo some significant engine changes. While the twin-turbo 3.0-liter flat-6 will continue in the Carrera and Carrera S, the GTS will adopt a naturally aspirated 3.6-liter flat-6 and the Turbo and Turbo S will swap their 3.7-liter engine for a more advanced twin-turbo 3.6-liter range topper. The naturally aspirated 3.6-liter Boxer is destined to eventually replace the 3.0-liter Boxers as well as the 4.0-liter motor unique to the GT3 twins and the ST. The Carrera S and GTS will also adopt a 48-volt hybrid system. The output of the essentially unchanged 3.0-liter in the base Carrera will go up from 379 and 331 pound-feet to 390 horsepower and 347 pound-feet. Next in line is the Carrera S, which allegedly climbs from 443 horsepower and 390 pound-feet to 454 horsepower and 406 pound-feet. Still quoting the same semi-official source, the displacement of the GTS engine increases from 3.0 to 3.6 liters but, at 483 horsepower and 413 pound-feet, the new variable vane VTCI engine musters only 10 horsepower more than today's vintage, while peak torque drops by 7 pound-feet. In a closely related scenario, the future 911 Turbo and Turbo S are tipped to swap the 3.8-liter Boxer for a more advanced and economical 3.6-liter version. While the bigger displacement appears to support the Deputy CTO Frank Stefan Walliser's earlier statement that the engine size must go up to meet tougher future emission norms, the standardized bore and stroke are bound to improve the economies of scale. The naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat 6 reportedly rated at 503 horsepower and 347 pound-feet looks like the logical evolutionary short-term choice for the next GT3 and GT3 Touring. Peaking at 8,400 revolutions per minute, this is said to feature a 48-volt hybrid system courtesy of Valeo. With no more than 5,600 units planned for the 2024-26 timeframe, the charismatic high-revving 24-valver remains the coveted choice in the brand's powertrain lineup.